World War II was a time of great chaos, where bravery and buffoonery stood side by side. Whilst the greatest minds came together to create unseen scientific marvels, some tried to use them for more devious purposes. For example, the Germans planned to assassinate Winston Churchill with exploding chocolate bars. And where technology leapt forward, the British planned to change Hitler's gender by putting hormones into his food. But amongst the strangest was the time when the US Navy almost assassinated its president, Franklin D. Roosevelt, with a torpedo during a training activity. In November 1943, the war had begun to shift decisively in favour of the Allies. With the need to discuss the post-war future, Roosevelt set off in the USS Iowa to meet Stalin and Churchill in Tehran. On the journey, Roosevelt was accompanied by a US naval escort including the destroyer William D. Porter, dubbed the unluckiest ship of World War II. Now you're probably thinking, how unlucky? Well, if friendly fire was a competition, then the William D. Porter would get a gold medal. On a past exercise, the Porter apparently wedged its anchor in another ship, and tore parts of it off before sailing. If that wasn't bad enough, it also set off a depth charge by accident, causing other ships in the area to think that a German submarine had attacked, and not before it suffered severe engine failure because why not at that point? Roosevelt, who was completely ignorant of the Porter's track record, asked to see a training exercise that involved shooting down some balloons. Surprisingly, the Porter managed to do this without blowing up the entire US Navy, except it almost did. Shortly after the exercise, the Porter then fired a torpedo at an invisible Japanese ship, which actually turned out to be the USS Iowa. It tried signalling and failed, forcing it to break radio silence, which is a death wish in just about any war zone. Luckily, the torpedo exploded safely and nobody was hurt, apart from the careers of just about every officer aboard the Porter. The US Navy came closer to assassinating Roosevelt than Japan or Germany ever did, which is quite the achievement. To this day, legends say the ghost of the Porter still prowls the Atlantic, looking for US presidents to hunt. Joe Biden better watch out when he goes for a swim in Delaware, or else he might face a watery grave. Thank you for watching if you made it this far, and don't forget to drop a like and comment on why you think the USS Porter was an inside job.